I'm Kelly.
And I'm Leslie.
And we're the Dollar Saving Divas. We know how hard it is to provide your family with everything they need while still being able to treat yourself.
Everyone wants to be able to afford the most fashionable accessories, the newest styles, and those special evenings out without breaking the bank.
That's for sure. Over the years, we've found some tips and tricks to make this luxury lifestyle affordable, and we want to share those secrets with you. In each of our podcasts, we'll be sharing our suggestions for luxury living for less. Everything from how to spot the secondhand deals to tips for maximizing your rewards points. We want to help you save money.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's start saving.
Today's podcast is Grandview Avenue Grub, as Kelly liked to call it, although I'm not really wild about that name. I'm not a fan of the word grub. But anyway, it's Grandview Avenue Eats at happy hour and drinks.
Okay, that's okay.
Is that better?
That's better.
It's kind of a wordy title. Anyway, so we spent our happy hour on Grandview Avenue in Grandview Heights.
It was more than an hour.
It was happy hours.
That is several.
Yeah, so we stopped into a lot of great places. One place we just stopped into quickly was called Yats, which is fairly new. I'd never been in there before. It's Cajun, Creole, and crazy, and is what their sign says.
I thought it was good. They have a happy hour all 7 days a week from 3 to 8 o'clock. That's a 5-hour happy hour.
I know.
Now, mind you, I think they just have beer there.
They do, but they have a lot of really great appetizers and specialties. So it's Cajun food. So they have etouffee, they have jambalaya, they've got some vegan options like vegan white chili. A lot of like really fun foods, and it smelled delicious in there because I love Cajun food. It did smell
well, and I like the fact they do have a little menu, but that doesn't mean that they have it every day, because it's like counter serve. So you go up to the counter, and the menu is actually on the chalkboard. Mm-hmm. So they have written what the specialty little, whatever their happy hour deal is of the day, and they change it every day, and then they put the menu up there every day. I just thought that was very cool. And they only have two prices, not 30 prices. So everything on their menu, it's only 2 prices. So you pretty much, if you go there the first time, you're going to know every time you go back there what they have. But the one thing I really wanted was the black chili with chorizo. Oh man, you know me and my chili.
I know that looked good. And then there was a B&B, they called it, which is black beans and caramelized corn and a light cream sauce.
Well, and it appears that they have locations all over, not all over Ohio. This is the only one in Ohio, but they have several in Indiana and in Tennessee. So I thought that was really interesting that it's the only one in Ohio. So I would definitely, you and I said we were going to go back there because it really looked good, and the guy there was really fun.
Yeah, that was great. And then we went over to Aladdin's Eatery, which is one of my very favorite places. They are... all of their things are they're healthy, and they're freshly prepared. It's Middle East, Lebanese cuisine. They have lots of vegetarian, vegan, and gluten-free options. In fact, they have more than 40 meatless menu options, which I think is pretty impressive.
Well, I think it was kind of cool, too, that they also have a catering service. But the best thing is when we walk through the door, what's the best thing that you show when you walk through a door of a restaurant? Oh, my Lord.
Beautiful dessert case.
They were awesome. And, I have not eaten Lebanese food before. Now, I'm a hummus eater. I'm a hummusaholic. But I had not tried several things before. So Leslie said
I introduced her to falafel. Now, seriously, who does not like falafel? Everyone likes falafel.
Except me.
Except Kelly.
Yeah.
But their falafel is delicious. Don't listen to anything Kelly says about it.
Well,
it's fabulous.
For people that like that, but... so what we did is
everybody likes that.
To compensate for that, we ordered Lebanese wine.
They have entire food trucks dedicated to falafel.
We saw the food truck, and here I'm thinking, oh, it looks like a fried meatball. It looks like a really cute crab cake. No, it's not a crab cake.
It's not a crab cake. No.
To be honest with you,
it's wonderful.
This is really bad because the restaurant was really good. The pita thing that they had next to me looked awesome.
Pitas. Yeah, those are great.
But I had to see if I would have had another napkin, I would have spit it out. So I just kept drinking the Lebanese wine.
One of my kids.
It was.
You put that back in your mouth and swallow it.
Hey, believe me, after I'd had
there are starving children.
Previous that day, I had some hot and spicy peanut butter from Crema, which I could barely swallow. And then we go to this place, and I'm 2 for 2,
and
it's not
to expand her palate.
No, or kill me, one of the two. I think it's more like kill me. But the wine was good. That was a combination
really good.
of a Sauvignon Blanc, a Semillon, and a Chardonnay. It was really, I thought it was really good, and I really liked their little wine glasses. Those were very cute. And the music overhead. I felt like I was going to have those. What are those
yeah,
girls that
very
come out
festive.
and do the? What is that dance they do?
Pole dance? What?
No, not pole dance. What they do, like it's over in Eastern countries. They
Belly dance?
Belly dancing. That was it. Oh man, you went way the wrong direction on that one. Well, I just went a little on the pricing. So they don't have a happy hour, but we got the glass of wine, which we shared, was $8, and then that. How do you say that thing I don't like again?
Falafel.
Okay, that was only. Well, I will say the price point was really good. I did like the yogurty.
Oh, yeah. It's like
whatever.
tahini yogurt kind of
that was
thing,
good.
whatever that was.
And the
Tahini
marinated
yogurt
little
dressing.
diced tomatoes on it. Mm-hmm. And then I just took some of the hot pita bread, and that was kind of like what I ate while you ate the rest of your stuff. And the best part was, through the whole day, well, there was like several pieces of this little whatever that thing's called left. So Leslie,
I wrapped it up and I took it with me.
Every place
I'm not
we
gonna
went,
waste it.
if she had leftovers, she wrapped them all up. I said, "Are you taking this home to Tom, her husband, for dinner?"
Like my 92-year-old aunt. I'm wrapping it in a napkin.
I said,
I put some sweet and loaves in my purse too.
I said the problem was, I was hoping she wasn't going to take that little tahini yogurt thing with her with no lid on it, but she did take some
that food.
She did take some pita bread. So we got out of there. I mean, the total bill was $12.63, which we split. So to be honest with you, that would have been a nice little happy hour treat for us. I mean, it really was. I'm sorry. I'm sorry
for me.
Aladdin's is really good. It's just not that particular product. Am I happy with? But that's okay. Well,
so then we moved on.
Oh, yes, then we move on. Because I said, it's time for me to have a good, fun time. So we went to the Avenue. This is Cameron Mitchell's newest, I guess, theme kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh. The Avenue Steak Tavern. I was impressed from the minute we walked in. The staff was really gracious. We went right to the bar, of course. And, of course, they set us all up at the bar. And we met Ashley, our bartender. Wasn't she nice?
Everybody in there was very nice.
Very, very nice. I mean, they really were.
The atmosphere is lovely.
Well, that's what I really liked, because the way the doors and the windows all opened out to Grandview Avenue.
Yep, it's very open and kind of the New York feel.
Well, and the whole restaurant had a New York steakhouse kind of feel. I think they opened in February. I think they told us. Well, I like the fact that they have an incredible happy hour, but they have also a daily specialty cocktail, and it's whoever is opening that day at the bar makes up the signature cocktail, and then at 4:00 when they open, they make a batch of that up, and that day was called French 75. It was $5, and you and I don't like gin, but that drink was good.
It was really good. Yeah, I am not a gin drinker, but that was a really good drink.
It was incredible. Well, how about we started sampling food, and then all of a sudden, the one of the dining room managers, she brought some more food over. But the thing was, we found out that they make their own biscuits. Holy moly!
I know. They brought out a biscuit on a
salad
bread plate or a salad plate. It was the size of the plate.
Literally, it was the size of the plate.
Delicious.
And they don't just serve the biscuits. It's with like a hot chicken.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
which we didn't have. We just wanted to sample.
We just wanted to see the biscuits.
We're all about biscuits and bread. So they also they had really good rolls. We asked them to bring out some rolls and butter too. Mm-hmm. And Dan the baker, which Leslie, you're familiar with him. I'm not as familiar.
Yeah, he's in Grandview.
Off
local
Riverside.
Baker. Yeah, a local baker does. Stuff is delicious. Yeah, they use all of Dan the Baker's products,
which I thought were really, really good. Well, I also thought their portions were huge that they had there. And the best part was also is, tell me, the happy hour menu of the food was not incredible. Oh my goodness, we had shrimp grilled cheese.
The shrimp grilled
with
cheese.
With that special kind of Swiss cheese and the arugula
really
and the tomato. Oh, my Lord. That was $7. And you and I mean, we couldn't have eaten. It was literally a full.
It was huge. It was a meal.
There was no way. And then how about the Dungeness crab deviled eggs?
I know. They were delicious.
She wanted to shove one of those in her purse for her husband, but I wouldn't allow
but
it.
Then I ate it instead.
Yeah. And what was the other thing that was their best seller?
That baked cheese fondue
with honey in it.
Yeah, you can. Oh, it's delicious.
And the crispy,
served with the sourdough.
Oh, those were so good. Those were good. They said that's their best seller. And
then we came out of there stuffed.
Oh my goodness! And their wines.
And my purse was stuffed too.
Yeah, their happy hours from 4 to 6 p.m. I think that's Monday through Friday, if I'm not mistaken. But they have, probably 8 different wines for $5.
$5,
and
yeah, $3 draft beers.
And $5 well drinks. I mean, I'm telling you, an incredible place for that kind of a meal. Monday, wines. Enjoy special pricing on their featured bottles on Monday night. So Monday night is a good night to go also, they said, to come and eat. But my favorite part what was my favorite part about the whole place? Because I said it reminded me of New York. Okay, they have this private dining room. It's at the back of the restaurant in a corner. It's very private. It has drapes.
The drapes that close.
It's
like in the movies.
It seats 9 to 10. No, it's not like in the movies, but I called it the Mafia dining room because it even had mirrors in there. And, of course, you go and I would sit with my back to it and I'd be looking out through the whole restaurant waiting for you to come in and to, shoot me or something. But it was awesome. I was just so impressed. I was also impressed with the staffing. They were really nice, I call it a uniform, but they had like ties and vests, suspenders.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very
classy.
And very New Yorky. Mm-hmm. And I want to give a shout out to Amanda, the dining room manager. She was awesome. She let us sample a lot of things. And I just thought that was a great.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was a fun place to go. Well, a few other places. What are a couple of the other places that we checked out? Oh, that Mama's Burrito thing.
Yeah,
What did you think
there
of
was
that?
a big Mama's Burrito place, and they have a lot of vegetarian options. We were laughing because they have a Mega Mama Challenge for $18.99. It is a giant burrito that you have to eat within 20 minutes.
Okay, when we say giant, we're not talking, like the 12 ounce or the 24 ounce. We're talking a 5-pound burrito.
Yeah,
now,
this is some serious.
And I think you can order here, but I think the biggest thing is started in like Athens where they had a store, and you have to eat it in 20 minutes,
and you get the T-shirt. The girls at the counter said that it was really funny and a little disturbing to watch it happen.
Yeah, I would not want to be going home with the person that just ate a 5-pound burrito either.
If you're really hungry, I don't care if it's fun.
I don't care if you do get a T-shirt and you're on the Wall of Fame. I don't think anything's worth that.
But they do have a more reasonable 12-ounce and a 24-ounce burrito.
Well, and I thought their prices were incredible. And it appeared it was just carry out though, wasn't it? I think.
They had I think
couple
they might have
little
had one or two tiny little tables
but,
in there. It's a tiny little place, but
like chips and guac for $2.99.
Yeah, and their burritos are like 12 ounces for $4.25.
I mean, you can't beat that. But I like the fact they have a lot of vegetarian things too, because a lot of people love burritos or
and don't want all the meat and stuff in there.
Well,
I
was impressed.
It was a fun place.
And then one of our other favorite places was Spagio.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I like the fact that they have 40 kinds of whiskey. Now, not that I drink whiskey, but I know you love the fact they had 40 kinds of whiskey.
That was fun. Yeah, we sampled a little bit of whiskey. We made Kelly, again, in an attempt to expand your palate, we made you sample a little whiskey.
And, of course, it
you did okay.
Burned all the way down.
It's supposed
so I knew
to.
I found out exactly.
How you know it's good.
I found out exactly where my stomach was. It was how far down it burned. Matt, the general manager there, was, talking to Leslie about all those kinds of things.
All the different whiskeys, and Kelly's like, what goes with whiskey? And we're like, more whiskey.
Yeah, and I'm like, holy moly. And some of those proofs of the whiskey were like 120-some proof. I'm like,
128.
I didn't even know that existed. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but you were just like, you were in love with that.
Blackadder was like 128 proof.
I think we're actually going to be doing a whiskey tasting with Matt. I told him, okay, I'll attempt to do that.
You can do it.
But then I'm going to make you do something.
We'll Uber home.
Then I'm going to make you do something that you don't like. That you will
like
acquire,
what?
Like you will acquire a taste for.
Like what?
I don't know. But Matt was really nice, and I know they've got some great food there too.
Yeah, they have some like a cheese trio. Like if you want to share a plate and get a whiskey flight, you can get some wood-fired vegetables. They have some calamari. They also have a fondue, which we didn't sample, but that looks pretty good. I'm sure it's delicious. But yeah, they have a nice little selection, so you can go in there. We were in the We were in the wine room, right?
Yes, the Spagio wine room. And I think
Wine
what was
lounge.
really funny is I did ask them a question because they don't have any other hard liquor except whiskey. That's a point you need to know, and wine and
in the
beer.
wine lounge,
But it's
yeah.
good to know, in the wine lounge. Now, in Spagio, the restaurant, of course, full bar. But I thought it was really thinking, because I knew nothing about, whiskey. So I said, well, what's your most popular kind of whiskey? And he goes, and here I'm thinking it's going to be some exotic thing. He said wild turkey.
Yeah.
And they actually ran out of it. And I'm like, well, I guess people are just like that good old, Southern boy
exactly.
whiskey. So, well,